What's up YouTube? DGrandma31 here with another video. I was asked about my everyday carry and what it is I carry the most. Well, at the time when I got my permit, I actually had 3 of these XD 4-inch service models. 4-inch barrel, full size, 9mm 40, and I also had a 45. Since then, I've actually sold my 45. It didn't make a whole lot of sense to me to keep the 45. I mean, the state of California, legally I can only carry 10 rounds in the magazine, and the weight versus the capacity just, it didn't make sense to me. 10 rounds of 45 versus 10 rounds of 40 and 10 rounds of 9mm was a huge weight difference. So that was my factor on why I got rid of the 45. I kind of regret that decision because I was actually the best shooting with that 45. Regardless, this is what I carry now. 95% of the time I carry the 9mm XD. Wonderful pistol. It serves me well. It's awesome. Haven't had any failures with it. I've ran a couple classes with it, a couple thousand rounds through this pistol here alone. It's never done me wrong. I absolutely love the grip angle on the XDs. It's probably the most comfortable pistol for me. Nothing against Glocks or anything like that, but for me, this pistol angle and the grip style is the most comfortable for myself, my hand. So I know a lot of people disagree with them. A lot of people don't like the grip safety. I don't mind it. I don't think about it. The moment I grab the pistol, it's there and it's ready to go. Same thing with my 40. This one, it's all stock. The only difference this one has an extended magazine release, but same thing. They carry the same and they fit the same holsters, which was important for me, especially carrying the same pistol. And then I'll go through a little bit of the carry systems that I use, that I no longer use, or I'm probably going to be phasing out eventually. So yeah, I carry all the time full size XD, 40 or 9mm. Like I said, I'm a big XD fan. I'm a big proponent of the XD. They got a bad rap with some groups. I haven't had any failures. This one alone has close to 3,000 rounds through it, not one failure. This one I actually picked up used, and I probably put close to about 900 rounds through that pistol, and prior to that I want to say it had about 1,000 and 1,500 rounds through it. Now for the carry system on these, I use, well, I started with the Alien Gear Cloak 2.0, and then I went ahead and upgraded me to the Cloak 3.0, which is an awesome holster. I actually have a video if you guys want to check my bio. There's a description and a review on this holster, but it's a great system. I was heavier when I started carrying. I'm quite a bit down now, and this was the most comfortable way for me to carry. I don't know if you guys can tell how hard this cant is. So when I carry it, my pistol sits like this on my belt. I'm actually going to be changing that because of the weight loss. This was the most comfortable for my, what do they call it, tactical muffin top. So this little notch here, it would go on my hip, and it was the most comfortable location for me. This wrapped around nicely. I carry probably my 3 o'clock, 3:30, right in that area. And it's a great holster system. The reason I like it is the neoprene actually kind of holds to your body, and it helps you from slipping down. As far as taking up space, I go up 2 belt notches with this system. So keep that in mind. If your belt is right to the fit, then this might not work because you're going to take up a little bit more room and more space in your belt. I used a sticky for a little while. The sticky holster, great holster. After a while this loses the tackiness, but I use this mostly for storing the pistol at night, or if I was carrying a backpack. This was the second holster that I purchased. The fit was great. I tried carrying this inside the waistband by itself. The problem that I found is it's nice and everything, but when you put the magazine in with the weight of the pistol, of the loaded magazine, it'll start to cant a lot. That doesn't work for me. So I just use this now for you know, putting it in my backpack or things like that. But this one is pretty much getting phased out. Now I went to On Your 6 Design and bought this Kydex holster. And you guys can see, I found out after with some of your comments and help that this actually does have a nice cant to it. I still have an issue with the belt not going in here real nice. So for that, I'm probably going to be phasing this one out. This works really good inside of my 511 push shoulder bag. There's a strap in there in the compartment where the strap hangs on, and when I draw the pistol out, holster actually stays there. But it was okay. This was a $35 holster, which was it's okay. I mean, for its purpose, it works just fine. Maybe if I had a bit thinner belt, this would be a much better system for me. But as for the way of the Dota Bird, so is this holster. I bought this. Actually, I didn't buy it. It was given to me by my neighbor. It's actually for a Smith & Wesson magazine. But this is what I carry my spare mag in. That clip there holds very nicely, and I carry right above my left rear pocket. I carry one magazine from time to time. Don't always carry a spare magazine, but when I do, I use this. I'm not sure of the maker, but excellent, very comfortable, out of the way, and it works, you know, outstanding for me. Recently, I've gone to a new holster by Pitalo's Custom Kydex. It's a taco style. It's a spring style clip, which is great. Retention is really good, and you know what? It has a slight cant to it. It pivots on here, so I wear this at my 3 o'clock, and I don't feel the pistol. It rides nice and low, as you guys can see here. It's almost even with my magazine release. So it rides real nice and low, but it's still enough for you to get in here and grab a good purchase of the pistol and the grip. So right now, this is my go-to holster for now. And you know, I'm gonna wear this for a little while, then I'll do a full review on it down the line. But this is my go-to holster at the moment. And what's nice about this is I only give up one belt notch. So it's almost, you almost don't feel it. It's how comfortable this holster is for me. Now, my family and I, we do a lot of outdoor hiking and stuff like that. And I picked up the Stealth outside the waistband holster. And it's awesome. This carries very well outside of the waistband. Changed the clips a little bit to nylon clips. But when we're out in the mountains or out hiking and stuff like that, I don't mind the concealability aspect of it, because once you're on BLM land, you don't need to conceal, you can legally carry. So this is my rig for when we go hiking or up in the mountains, or when I hunt, when I rifle hunt, this is what I carry in a 40, and I carry the 40 instead of the 9mm. Now the reason I only have those 3 pistols on my permit is because that's all I was able to put at the time. Since then, Riverside County has upped the permit to 6 pistols. So let me show you what additional pistols will be coming up this year on my permit once I'm able to renew it. So there's the first guy, Glock 20, 10mm. SF, the short frame, which is a little bit narrower here. And the reason I went with the Glock 20 is because this is going to be my new trail hunting sidearm. It's 10mm. I'm not a big fan of revolvers. I don't shoot revolvers very well at all. Therefore, I opted not to go with something 357 or 44 Magnum. Not that there's anything wrong with those calibers, just for me, I shoot like crap when it comes to revolvers. I don't care for Glocks. I don't care for the grip angle on the Glocks, but it's not a bad pistol. It's a good shooting pistol. The recoil that I've shot, the type of ammo that I've shot through here so far is very manageable. Even some hot loads are very manageable. I'll be doing a full review on this with different loads and I'll be doing a couple chronograph tests on the ammo that I run through it. But this is going to be on the permit strictly for going outdoors and things of that nature. Next, I will be adding this. This is my SIG P229 Enhanced Tactical. I'm gonna add this just because it's a pretty gun. I like it. The only thing that worries me is this stippling on these E2 grips are harsh, man. I mean, they are absolutely brutal. So I gotta lose a lot more weight before I start carrying this, because if not, this is gonna tear up that tactical muffin top, and I probably won't carry it much, to be honest with you. But since I have the option to put 6 on there, this is one of the ones that will be going on there. And this has got the SRT trigger, so it's a nice 10-pound first trigger pull. But that reset, I mean, that's just insane. And I've been shooting it, and I actually shoot this pistol quite well. It's very comfortable. It does feel a little more snappy than my XD, but shoots very nice. I mean, it's just an outstanding shooting pistol. So just because I have an open slot, this will be going on the permit this year. Okay, I had to get into the subcompact game. And yes, I did jump on the bandwagon. This is my Shield in 40 Smith & Wesson. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I've kind of become a fan of the 40. And this is just an awesome shooting pistol. For its size, I mean, the capability, the controllability of this pistol, it's insane. And I'll be doing a video side-by-side comparison with this and my wife's 9mm Shield, which is on her permit. She loves that Shield. But I'll be doing a review on this in detail, you know, in comparison side by side with the 9mm, the difference in the recoil and stuff like that. So this also will be coming up in my permit this year when I renew it. And the last one to go on my permit is going to be my Bodyguard. Yep, little 380. It's got the integrated laser, double action only. I picked this up for my wife originally, and she just absolutely hated it. So it got handed down to me. We picked her up a SIG P238, so that's her replacement in the 380 category. And I wasn't going to add this, but the concealability aspect of this, I mean, just in one of these little sticky holsters. I mean, look at that. I have average size hands, and that just, I mean, look at that. It'll fit in my pocket, no problem. I can carry a backup pistol without looking all Rambo and tactical on this, you know. I am a proponent of being incognito when I'm out in public with my pistol. I don't like to draw attention to myself. I don't wear tactical clothing. Yeah, I wear t-shirts with sayings here and there, but I don't like to flaunt and say, hey, look at me, I'm fucking G.I. Joe and I have a gun. I'm normally out and about with my kids, my wife. I'm a family man first and foremost, so you know, the gray man syndrome fits me best. I don't dress tactical, and if I'm trying to conceal more than one pistol, I don't want it to be obvious. So this was my choice for the number 6 slot on my permit this year. Let me know what you guys think. You guys have any other questions? You guys have concerns as far as what I am going to be doing in the future as a carry system for these? Let me know. I will be doing videos and reviews on all these pistols you saw here today. Let me know which one you guys want to see first and foremost, and I can bump that up to the front of the line. Okay, once again, this is D-Grumman31 signing out. If you found this useful, entertaining, shoot me a like, drop me a comment. If you found that like it was a total waste of time, let me know how I can improve.